Alright everyone, we are back, so I've cleaned up some inventory space. It should be plenty for the time being. So, without any other ado, let us that's where I initially needed to go. I see. So without any other ado, let us dive into our first location, which would be the DLC, which would be the Claws of Hakkon, the Frostback Basin. And apparently, from what I have read about this particular DLC, it is for the high level, so I believe it might actually be the area for specifically designed for us, if you know what I mean. So with that in mind, I am actually really looking forward to. And once again, guys, since this is the DLC.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
I came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Who was that?
I'm afraid I'm a little behind on my studies.
Inquisitor Emeridon stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
Well, loot sounds actually really good.
Scout Harding, you had me at equipment.
Thought you might like that.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Emeridon was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of Hakkon.
Oh, Hakkon, not Hakkon.
There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Jaws of Hakkon, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of Hakkon?
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I just wanted to chat.
I thought we could catch up.
Anytime, Inquisitor.
That's... We'll have to do later.
Continue this another time.
Be careful out there.
Surprisingly, enough, I didn't know we would be dealing with Kunari.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Well, hopefully say artifacts.
We've had bad luck with artifacts before. I hope none of them explode.
What? No, I don't mean magical artifacts. I meant belt buckles and old nails and the like. Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
Okay, what's this about Tevinter
You said
thing?
there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort here. They might have built it as a ritual site. I'm not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
specific buckling?
You lost me at Buckley.
You'd think that a buckle was a buckle. But ever since people started belting on weapons, they've been adding bits. One piece here has a dragon engraving. With the alloys of the metals used, it's clearly Tevinter. While this one uses a clasp that wasn't invented until the dawn of the Elysian Empire. And when it comes to historical research, you might say we have to buckle down.
So what you found?
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
I see. Battle?
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armorlings. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silvery, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
Yeah, true.
What can you tell me about the Avar fishing camp?
Not much. It's the friendly Avar, not these jaws of Hakkon barbarians. According to the scouts, they wouldn't say much about the area. Likely a local superstition.
Okay, I'll investigate the island.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to study what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers. Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Alright, so what do we have here? Oh. Quite a lot, actually. Well, first, of course, let me loot a view of all the possible lootables and readings. Oh, like, it really drops my frame rate a little bit down to 30s. Maybe just because there's so much of the things around here. Well, once again, I'll be doing all of this reading on my own time. Alright. Well, I believe that would be it for the town, I guess. But once again, it tells me that most likely we will be using horse quite a lot in this area, if you know what I mean. And again, I might need to include, like, you know, the additional runes and stuff. But so far, ow, that's one glitch you see right there. Alright, that's not where I was planning to go. I initially wanted to close this rift so we could get the idea of what is going on, but good lord, guys, can you at least do the sea properly without, you know, glitching around and stuff? But yeah, back to what I was saying. If possible, I'll try my best not to cut any of the exploration parts, since this entire area is all about the DLC and stuff. And like, I don't know if it is gonna be just one single area related to the DLC or not, but I'll try to cover like... Ooh. No, you don't. Well, what the heck? Wait a second. What's going on? You know what? Holy shit, I just started the fight and I'm already down to 5 qualities out of 12. Like, seriously? Well, with that being the case, I think we might need to restock our supplies already. Oh, and before I forget, so that's how it's working. I can switch between the abilities. Like, I cannot have both of them, because like some of the stuff are actually looking really useful, and possibly that might be like why I suddenly got so... It's this thing again, freaking Malachite. Alright. We got ourselves replenished. So let us go directly where we have stopped last time and continue with there. Once again, I should try my best to explore like every possible location. Feeling so much better. No, you don't. Ooh, a fate touch lurker, eh? You're one tough
Unlike
son of a
others
bitch.
we've encountered, many creatures avoid places where the veil is thin. I suspect this was an exception.
Oh, interesting. Oh, I thought I was positive. Like I'm just trying to listen. Well, no matter. My main goal is to explore this area as much as physically possible. So okay, that's where the veil fire is. Interesting. Well, I'll take the upper half of it. Right, it's a suspiciously burned down house. Definitely nothing like worthy to look inside, isn't it? What? No. That's not what I was trying to do.
Ma'am, with the magic, do you prefer fire, or lightning, or cold, or what?
The proper tool for the proper task. Fire reminds an enemy that you can destroy everything around. Lightning puts the fear of the Maker into her. Cold makes her think you implacable, while spirit energy conjures fears of demons.
I like cold, because it freezes them, and then they break into little bits when I chop them in half.
Yeah.
That's fine too, dear.
That's why I actually invested so heavily in cold when I was playing Mirror the Mage, since I could just break all of it. Break all of those guys. You know what I mean? Which were frozen solid with the stone fist and all other means. You know, it just places me curious like on two aspects. First would be like how big that area would be. That's the one. And two is how should I place it? Is there any other area that would be related to this DLC? Not sure what you are. No.
The jaws of Hakkon don't like us much. What do we do this time?
Perhaps the friendlier Avar in the village Harding mentioned can shed some light.
But once I'm done with this area, I'll definitely like test if I can like place both upgrades into one category. So I could actually use both, you know? Oh yeah, this definitely looks like an area for me and my level. Okay, well, now at least this area is more reasonable in terms of the enemies. Alright, first camp is established. Ah, this is the landmark as well, eh? And of course there's gonna be more rifts in there. So now we got a general idea of how this area look like. I will see you all in a sec.